Welcome back to another episode of Final Fantasy X HD Remastered. This is episode 33. So this is actually the finale of the story of Final Fantasy X. We will be going into side quests after this. The game is far from over, folks. The game is far from over, folks. So we still have a lot of game left after this. But the story portion of the game is over now. So, or not over, we're going to finish it today. And take on Jecht and Yu Yevon. So this episode might be a little longer than the most, but we're going to go and see the story end today.
I'll be right back. On you next time. Won't go so easy on you next time. I'll be right back.
Man, these... Okay, let's go ahead and head towards the Tower of Sorrow. So before we go in there, we just want to make sure we have all the equipment and everything we need. Let's go ahead and swap out Yuna over here for Wakka. Make sure we have all the abilities that we need, all the customized armor that we need. I really recommend you have armor with zombie proof, stone proof, and auto med for this battle. It really helps a lot for this boss fight. And then also I would also recommend having zombie touch armor, and also having some sort of attack bonus onto your weapons if you are under leveled. Because Jecht has is pretty strong, and we need all the help we can get. Lord Braska's final Aeon is what we're facing, so this is the last point. After we enter here, we can't go back, so let's go ahead and head in. Alright, so this little area is basically the little part before we enter Braska's inner mind. And how it works is, you see all the chip that we just got there, and now we just hit the Pillar of Light. So we got the chip. You need 10 of those to make it to the next round. It's just random items. But if you hit the Pillars of Light, you obviously hit a random encounter and encounter some of the fiends we've encountered in the game, and there might be one or two that you haven't encountered yet. But for the most part, let's go ahead and avoid these Pillars of Light, because we want to be at full health when we are facing Jecht. There we go, we got 4, and then we need to head away from this. Alright, let's go ahead and find the next one. It's a little disorienting with the camera angles, because you cannot control the camera, so you basically just at its mercy. Oh, that was close. Almost got hit by that pillar there. Oh, I see another one. Okay, let's grab it, 6, okay. White sphere. Oh, we hit a Pillar of Light. Okay, let's keep going. Alright, so let's make sure our equipment's there. Yeah, there it is. Zombie. I put evade on Wakka. I'm gonna use Brotherhood for now, and then we'll probably swap to his zombie touch weapon midway through the fight. There we go. Oh, just missed it. There we go. Okay, 7. 8. We need 2 more. 9 and 1 more. For some odd reason, oh, okay. Just gonna run away. Alright, so let's go ahead and find that last one. For some reason, every time I get the last one, it's also a hurting. Yeah, there you go. H runting weapon. I don't know why. And infinity is another weapon that I usually get in that little scene area there. For the most part, we don't really. Yeah, everything's random. Alright, so we're in here in Braska's inner mind here. We actually saw this part when we first left Zanarkand, and we saw a little Tidus here, and I guess we passed through here on our way from Dream Zanarkand into Spira. Auron, you finally made it, man. I guess he finally kept his promise. It's really cool how they have
You're late, Auron.
it's really cool how they have part of Zanarkand and just different parts from Jecht's past all mingled up in one. But the Blitzball Stadium taking center stage. You can really feel the awkwardness between Jecht and Tidus. Tidus doesn't feel like Jecht's been much of a father to him, and he's been pretty abusive to him growing up. So it's been pretty hard for him to show any affection towards him. And now Jecht's finally showing a different side of him. As we went through our journey, we figured out different things about him. And this is probably the fatherliest Jecht's ever been to Tidus, so he's a little conflicted right now. He wants to defeat his father, who's been a bad presence in his life, but he also doesn't want to kill him because he's seen this other side of him, of Jecht. You can really see Jecht's outfit here. You could really see his similarities to Tidus with the shorts and the one long leg, one short leg, and just mismatch, you know, armor.
Dad?
It really looks cool.
Yeah.
I hate you.
He doesn't mean it.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore.
Which means he's becoming more Sin and then Jecht.
Pretty soon I'm gonna be
See, even says it there.
I'm glad
He's
you're
becoming
here now.
more of a monster than human anymore. He's been fighting it for 10 years since he became the final
When it
summoning, and
starts,
he became
I won't be myself
Jecht.
anymore.
Oh, sorry, he became Sin.
I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
So Jecht's finally taking his final Aeon form here. So Lord Braska and him fused together to make this Aeon to defeat Sin the last time around. We're about to face that same Aeon now. You can really see him reaching out for his father, but he's unable to reach him. A little bit of symbolism there, I guess. Tried to save his father from Sin, but came up short. Or try to connect with his father, and he came up short. I really love this part of the animation. Like when he comes into his final Aeon form, you see all of the light, all of Zanarkand light up, almost like you're facing all of Zanarkand all at once. Which makes sense, since Yu Yevon has been dreaming about Dream Zanarkand all these years. Basically, he's bringing all that power with Jecht. So this is Lord Braska's final Aeon. We're gonna face him now. He's definitely got that Keith Richards thing going with the beard and the bandana. You can really see the inspiration there in his design. which is really cool, by the way. See human parts of him, but he's still mostly Aeon. Oh, he froze us. Okay. Let's go ahead and use haste on ourselves first. There you go. Just so we can help out Yuna after. Okay. Alright. So he keeps doing those two totem poles. They keep coming back, so there's no point in focusing on them. They'll keep recharging Jecht and his HP and his overdrive gauge over and over again. The only thing you can do is you gotta slow them down. They're susceptible to slow, so we have to get Riku in here fast and cast Sloga on everything. Alright. Okay, good. We got Auron coming up after this, so we can swap out Auron. Bring in Wakka. Wakka's gonna be our powerhouse here. Let's go ahead and make sure his weapons and everything are intact. Yep. We also equipped the zombie touch, so we just saw Jecht turn into zombie. The only thing is that he is immune to any proportional damage, so if you use a Phoenix down while he's in his zombie form, it's not gonna work. So there you go. And then we got Riku who just cast Sloga there. Oh no, Lord Braska's Aeons in overdrive mode. Go ahead and cast haste on everybody. Powering up, but if you see there, he's cured of the zombie status, but it did do some damage while the thing was trying to recover him, because any kind of recovery will cause the reverse effect. But he is cured of zombie now, so we have to recast zombie on him. So there, that attack, his triumphant grasp, also causes zombie on us, but because we've had the zombie-proof armor, we won't be getting that status on us. Same with stone. Just for good measure, I think I saw it miss earlier, so put Wakka in haste again. Alright, keep going. The first part of Jecht isn't very tough. It's the second part that's going to be very challenging. So let's keep going and, you know, try to get him to his second Aeon stage. There we go, got him zombie again. So that should help. Awesome. Healed. We just want to keep our HP up at all times because Jecht has a tendency of taking us out very quickly if we don't keep an eye on that. I mean, he is the final boss, we gotta be careful here. Okay, so he's immune to petrification as well. But he's almost dead, he's halfway gone. So let's keep going. Go ahead, I'm just looking for some items here. See if I can use anything on him. There we go, so we just used the Mighty Guard. Just to make sure we have Shell and Protect on us if he does attack us. This should hurt him since he has a zombie effect on him. There you go. So we're slowing down his healing and we're slowing down his overdrive gauge. Well, we're not slowing down his overdrive gauge, but we are slowing down his healing. That Brotherhood sword is really coming in handy right now. That move he just did, his normal attack, that also causes a delayed effect, so make sure you keep that in your calculation as you're playing, because he will delay your attack by a few turns, or by one turn I should say. He's in overdrive mode, so we gotta make sure he's gonna do his triumphant grasp again. Alright, our HP is perfectly high. Alright, so let's keep attacking. He's almost there. He's almost dead. Triumphant grasp. So again, he's gonna try and cast that zombie on us, but we'll be able to resist because of our zombie-proof armor. There you go. You can also hear like Jecht screaming every time we hit him. I believe the creators have put that in place for a reason, just so we can see that he's in pain every time we attack him. We're a little reluctant to hurt him. Oh, he's going into his second form of his Aeon stage now. You can see the jet sign in the back burning, and he's about to release his sword. I always loved how they did that with a little blood at the end. Okay, so he's significantly harder now. He's doubled his HP, and he does his normal attacks will now attack all of the party, not just one member at a time now. So we gotta be careful. He could wipe us out any second. We just gotta keep focusing on his main body. We already cast Sloga on everything, so we've slowed them down, but we have to keep going. So there's the basic attack that he does. We just want to make sure we have more turns than he does. We'll keep at it. That should recover him of his zombie status. Alright, so let's keep going. So I'm probably going to skip ahead soon. Just because I think we have the strategy down now. Alright, so he's almost dead. He's on his last half of his HP here. He's got about 100,000 left, I believe. Or is it a million? I forgot. Anyways, he's on his last part. He's got about 12 million, I believe, in HP. He's got like 1 million left, I think. Yeah. So one more attack should do it. There we go. Lord Braska's Aeon has fallen. You see him hunched over on his sword. You actually see the same motion with Tidus when he's in his critical mode. You see him leaning on his sword. It's about they're trying to get the parallel between Jecht and Tidus when they're hurt, trying to show how similar Tidus really is to his father. You see the sword in the back with the burning J. Really cool. It's over, Jecht. You can rest now. Okay.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
Basically, he wants him to be happy, but he can't say it. He can't express his feelings.
Dad.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time I'm glad to have you as my...
Tidus finally forgetting his father, making peace with him.
Sir Jecht, I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us!
There you go. So, Yu Yevon always fuses with any Aeon that is summoned within its presence. So, that's what they're saying. They're saying, call us so he can fuse with us, and then you can destroy us. and that was their plan all along. And Yuna's finally catching on to their sacrifice. She didn't understand it first, but she did mention she was getting to it on the deck a little bit. But she finally understands why they asked her to call her.
Yes.
Instead of usually saying they usually help us. But why did they specifically ask us to call
Here it
them
comes.
that they'd help this time around? This is the reason why. And then this is a little bit of a symbolism here. So we're just about to enter the realm of Yu Yevon. He basically just destroyed all the armor of sin, and we're going into this void. But we're on top of the Jecht's sword here. So if you recall in the beginning part of the game in Zanarkand, so we saw it in Zanarkand where Auron gave him a sword and said it was a gift from Jecht. This is similarity between that. You can see that in this space you see Jecht's sword, and it could almost be like
Yuna!
Jecht's giving a helping hand, because without the sword you'd fall into the abyss. So it's Jecht again, lending a hand with his sword to Tidus. So it's time to call the Aeons now, and one by one Yu Yevon will possess them, and then we have to fight them one by one. Let's start off with Yojimbo. And that takes care of Yojimbo. Let's go ahead and summon our next one. I just like to go down the list, up the list, because Valfor is my favorite. So I like to just go up. I guess we'll do Bahamut next. And they're pretty easy because they're the exact stats the aeons you have. So you can basically make this as difficult as you want. But another thing you've probably noticed is that everybody has auto life cast on them, so there's no way for you to die in this section of the game. The only thing is it could go on forever if you have given them the right attributes. Same with Yu Yevon. Yu Yevon has only one attack where he just keeps where he keeps healing himself with Kiraga, and it could be like an endless cycle. You don't do enough damage and he just keeps healing himself. We'll see in a little bit how that works. So Bahamut goes down pretty easily. Next step is Shiva. Shiva we got from Mechalania Woods, so she's the ice Aeon in this group. We're gonna go ahead and face her. She's got pretty good agility, but it should be easy. You might miss a couple of times, but I'm pretty sure the third time you'll hit her. Especially with Walker. You should be able to hit her no problem. So she's gonna go ahead and get possessed by Yu Yevon here. Okay. Alright, light work. Next is going to be Ixion. So Ixion we got from Doge Tempo, which is our Thunder Aeon. He's got pretty good agility, so you just gotta watch him. If he'll take a lot of turns off of you. We'll be facing all of these Aeons again when we go through the Dark Aeons later on in the side quests. There you go. Attaboy, Ixion. So Ixion we do see in other series too. We'll see him in Lightning Returns and in as Odin's horse as well in Final Fantasy 13. So he goes down pretty quickly as well. Alright, so running out of aeons now. Ifrit is next. So Ifrit we got from Kilika and is our fire Aeon in the game. We haven't really used them much, mostly because we've relied very little on Aeons as we've gone along in this game. Okay, so that didn't take long. Most of these Aeons will go down with one strike because we're pretty leveled up, and we haven't really leveled up the Aeons, and we've only bought in the basic Aeons that we use in the story. We will be going to optional Aeons once we are done with this episode. All right, last but not least, Valfor, come forth. So, it's always hard beating Valfor. I don't like hurting Valfor that much. Majestic creature. I just love the design. It's so well thought out. Alright, go for it. Well, there goes down. There goes Valfor. Most people think Valfor is weak, but that's what I think is his appealing factor. You can make him into something so powerful that nobody can beat. Alright, so now it's time to face Yu Yevon. So Yu Yevon was a summoner a long time ago, and he was Yuna father a long time ago, but now he's just become this little entity that just basically summons, and he does nothing else. He's neither good or bad, as we heard earlier from the fayth of Bahamut.
Everyone, this is the last time.
So Tidus finally coming clean about his fate. He's no longer going to be around once this is all over.
Huh?
He's going to disappear with the rest of the fate, finally telling Yuna the truth.
After we beat Yu Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
Alright, so make sure you have all your zombie strike weapons, your weapons handy here. Or zombie touch weapons handy here. We want to cast zombie on Yu Yevon as much as possible, because every time we attack him, he's going to be curing himself with Curaga, and it's 999 every time. So we want to make sure we hit him with zombie as soon as possible. So we see the Curaga there, and it's 999. But as soon as we put him in zombie mode, every time he casts Curaga on himself, there you go, we got zombie on him now. You'll see he does damage with the same amount. So we want to keep him that way. The only way that this status will be lifted is if the power wave in the back from the two stones happens on Yu Yevon, which will happen. And then it also uses this garbage, which can cause some confusion. But don't worry, we got auto life here, so we'll just keep coming back. So don't worry about healing here. It's a pretty easy fight, this one. The hardest fight was actually Jecht himself. we saw the power wave just took off the zombie status. So let's go ahead and keep attacking him. We got zombies back on him. Alright, Riku. You slow gun, everybody. Gotta slow these stones down before they keep curing him of the zombie status. You can have my MP now, I don't need it. And that's it. Looks like Yu Yevon's done. That was a pretty easy fight, I'd say. I guess that was its soul leaving. I guess that's satisfying. I'm seeing Besaid in the end credits here. The Aurochs and the Chocobo Knights, including Clasko. Everybody watching on. See Wants and Owaka in the back too. They're clapping because they see Sin is defeated, disintegrated. He must feel at ease for his friend's death avenged for the Mihan project. Crusaders happy as well, little and old. See Lucille and Emily, I guess, Emilia, Michan, who gave us all those history lessons. I guess we'll see a lot more of him still. He still has a part to play. But in amidst all this joy, you see the Aeons who gave up, who sacrificed themselves. Bittersweet, I guess. Turning to stone. Losing their power. They're just statues now. There goes Valfor. This is Shiva. Bahamut. Fate of Bahamut about to disappear. There he fades. Yuna performing the sending Jecht's soul to the Farplane, where he can rest. And Auron. Auron being unrest till now. It's finally time for him to go. Join his friends.
It's all right.
Kept his promise. Took care of Tidus. Guided them on their journey. Time for him to go. Did good, Auron. It's that look. I'll see you there shortly.
It's been long enough. This is your world now.
If you notice, our journey actually started with him saying, "This is your story now." And now it ends with, "This is your world now." Started with Auron, ended with Auron. You see all the different aeons disintegrating now. Anima right there in the distance. See Shiva, Yojimbo. And there, sin has been vanquished. Over the calm lands. Near Bavel. Our crew atop the Fahrenheit, where you see Yuna doing the sending. See our Aeon friends all going away, disintegrating. Yuna sending all of their souls back to the far planes. God, that's beautiful. And now we're up top Mount Gagazet with the mass summoning that Yu Yevon was drawing his power from, also turning to stone. Which means all the dreams that are about to fade. All the people of Dream Zanarkand, Tidus included, ready to pass on. Put the memory of Zanarkand to rest. So this scene coming up has been in many discussions because the Japanese version and the English version have two different dialogues, and it makes a significant difference of what she says. In the Japanese version, she says "arigato" or "thank you," versus in here, she says something else, which gives it a completely different feeling and meaning to the moment that they're about to share here. That's it. So she says, I love you. In the Japanese version, she just thanks him. Says, arigato. You can't exactly touch her because he is translucent, I guess. So one last hug before he leaves. Also the animation. This... him being inside of her, like being part of her. Passing through her. Really cool. At the time, it was groundbreaking stuff. You wouldn't be able to do that now, or back then, before this. Which is what made it graphically amazing. See Braska, Auron, and Jecht. So we're back at Besaid port now. So the student, you will probably remember her whistling because whenever they're apart, they decided that they would whistle and the other would come running, which is why she's whistling. So my mistake, she's actually at Luca, not at Besaid. She's about to address the crowd at the stadium.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends. Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead. Now, Spira is ours again. Working together. Now we can make new homes for ourselves. And new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard. We have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today.
It's been a long journey.
Never forget them.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Final Fantasy X. This concludes our story portion, but we will be back with more Final Fantasy X content. And we will see you again for all the side quests. We still have a lot more game left, folks. Come back. We'll take this journey together. See you again soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family. Help the channel grow. See you soon.